Hey YouTubers, good morning again. It's Thursday, following week. Last week I bought 2 lemons. If you haven't seen the video, check it out right here. Actually, probably right here. Check it out right here. I bought 2 lemons last week at the auction. Unfortunately, it was freezing cold and it was icy and I couldn't really see what I was buying, and it was an impulse on both of them because the prices were right. So I asked all of you, what would you do? Would you sell it red light? Would you sell it with announcements, announcing that one has a bad transmission and one has an engine noise? You don't have to. Or would you sell it red light, just as is, out the door, no questions asked? Unanimously, everybody said sell it red light, no announcements. So today I'm going back to the auction. We're going to run both those cars through. I paid $2,800 for a 2008 Dodge Nitro, and I paid $1,800 for a 2002 BMW 740 Li. So let's see how they do today, if I'm going to make money, if I'm going to lose money, or hopefully I just break even. I'll be happy at that. Let's see what we do. Also, another thing is they have auction reps at the auction, so I can go up on the auction block and represent the car, or I can just have one of the girls at the auction go up there and sell it for me. Which actually is probably what I'm going to do. I'd prefer she just go up there and sell it so I don't have to do it, and then I can see how it does and watch from down below. It'll be up there shortly. Let's see how we do. Much different atmosphere today. All the snow melted, the sun is out, it's beautiful, it's like 56 degrees, not bad for February. Behind me is my number 1 lemon. Back there is my number 2 lemon from last week. They're going to run through shortly. I left the check engine lights on, so people know that there are check engine lights on. A lot of dealers would clear the lights. That way, when it runs through, you don't know what's wrong with it, and there's no engine lights. You'll usually get more money, but it's not really, I don't know. It's up to whoever does it to decide. I left the engine lights on so people know there's a problem with them. I am running them red light. Dodge Nitro, BMW. They'll be up shortly. So this one behind me is not mine. This is an 07 with 130. I'm just curious to see what that'll do compared to mine.
3, 4, 6, and 4. 4
This one is a personal green light, even though it's over 100,000. Seller usually owns it.
37,
So here's my first one. A lot nicer today. No noise like it was last week. I mean, like outside it was loud and cold and snowy. Now it's warmer. No snow, no ice. And you can hear it. That's the first one. The second one isn't even around, which means it probably didn't start or they couldn't get it to move. So if it doesn't move, they can't even get it to run through for me. So this thing wouldn't start today. Dead battery. People probably just left the key in it for an entire week. And now I lose because battery's stone dead, won't start, not gonna run through, and guess what? If it doesn't run through, people don't see it. People don't see it, they're not gonna buy it, which means I'm stuck with it another week. Meanwhile, my other truck is running through up there any minute now. It's best to have them run back to back right together, and that's not happening. There we go. So this is what happens. The guys here don't really give a shit. They didn't start, so they just left it alone. They're still gonna charge me a run fee, but it's up to me to make sure everything's working, even though that's not my job. I got it here. Their job is to get it going, make sure it's in the lane. So it's not in order, it's not in line. I have to run down there and hope I can still catch my other one. All right, here goes my first one, my Dodge Nitro.
48,000.
Red light, as is. 3,000 is not real money. It dropped from 3 to 2. Now it went to 1,000. 1,300. 1,400. I paid $2,800 for it. My bid this week is $1,300. I can't lose $1,500. I'll take it back to the shop and fix it. That sucks. So the BMW doesn't even move now. I left it here through the week. Obviously it got driven and moved around and people were in and out of it throughout the week. They left the key in it, killed the battery, so I can't even shut it off and turn it on again because the battery's dead. So I can't even rerun it through the auction because it won't move. One of you guys said send it to Copart. I think that's what's gonna have to happen. It's going to Copart. I got it to move a few feet. Now it's just stuck. So, wah, wah, wah. Bust. It's not gonna go anywhere. So my car finally made it through, but guess what? The auction's over. Didn't make it through. Got in, but it got in too late.
11,000 bid now. 11. Go ahead, Robert.
So I was 0 for 2 today, no luck. The Dodge Nitro went through fine, on time, the way it was supposed to go through. I think the high bid was like $1,200, $1,300 or $1,400, something like that, which I paid $2,800, I think, plus the auction fee. So I'm just about $3,000 into it, no matter what, between $2,800 and $3,000 for the Dodge Nitro. I can't sell it for a $1,500+ loss. It's not possible. That one I'm getting towed back to my shop, and we'll just do the work. And the BMW, on the other hand, here's the problem. It sits at the auction for a week, so people get in and out and drive it all week long. That type of car, you put the key in, and if you don't take the key out, the battery and everything stays on, and the battery dies. So that's what happened to the BMW today. The battery died, and the guys that run the cars through, they're there for the day. They get paid for the day. They don't really care about anything. They're just there for their paycheck for the day. So if it doesn't start, move on to the next one. I don't really care. That's the whole idea of it. But it's been driven and moved around all week, so the transmission that was slipping last week, or the reverse didn't work last week, doesn't work at all this week. Finally got it moving. It showed up in the lane after the lane was closed, so no more cars, no more people. So I would have sold it for $1,000. That one, I think I owed $1,800 into it, or had $1,800 into it. So $1,000 minus the auction fee, I'd be getting a check for $900, and I paid 18-ish for it. One of you guys had a great idea though and said run it through Copart. Copart is a salvage auction. A lot of overseas people buy and then have stuff shipped overseas, and you get good money for it. And as long as the wheels rotate once, it's actually green light. But a lot of dismantlers will buy them, and somebody else had mentioned, one of you guys had mentioned maybe parting it out. Not really for me, I don't have the time, but for somebody to buy it at Copart and dismantle it, there's a lot of value in all of those parts. If it sells and I get my money back or even close to it, then that's kind of a win. For now though, you guys watched 2 episodes in a row. Thank you so much for the support. If you have anything you want to see, specific vehicles or how things work, if you have questions about being a dealer or having a dealer's license, whatever, what it took to get me here, comment below, let me know. I'd be happy to do new videos on whatever you guys want to see. And otherwise, subscribe right here and watch the next video right here. Thanks again. I'll see you guys next week.